Hi, it's me again, back for another video on YouTube. This is Draw Talk episode 55, and I thought that I would work on a watercolor today. You'll notice, based on my tone of voice and cadence, that this is the first improvised audio Draw Talk commentary since the start of the new year. It's been a while, but I wanted to go back to that more relaxing train of thought type Draw Talk video. And it has in no ways anything to do with the fact that I'm going on vacation soon and kind of want something easier to do than normal. I would never lie to you. Anyways, my mom's birthday is coming up, and this watercolor is for her. I love my mom. I'd assume most of you do. And she recently started getting into watercolors. I had painted this one image of the lake when I went to the lake not that long ago, like a year ago. That is kind of long ago, I guess. And she was really inspired by it and started asking me all these questions about watercolors. So I got her into it a little bit. We got her a palette. We got her a little watercolor notebook. I made one with her. I did like a book binding, like the type of lay flat sketchbooks I normally do, and we got her all the supplies, and yeah, she's been doing it ever since. I wish I had some scans to show you guys, but she's been doing excellent. She's mostly been doing kind of like patterns, like kind of rustic, like Americana stuff, you know, kind of like, you know, like pilgrim art. Like you see like the Pilgrims or like 1800s. She likes that type of stuff. That's definitely her vibe. Kind of cottagecore-ish. And she has just absolutely been loving it, which is great to see. So I thought that I would make one for her birthday. I made one for her for Christmas also. It was also kind of a landscape. She just likes pretty landscapes, so I thought why not do one of what kind of is our general surroundings, which is the Mojave Desert. It's not much of a looker to most people, but in my opinion, the Mojave Desert is beautiful, especially on overcast days, which not that long ago I got to go on like a hike when it was overcast, and it's kind of warm. It's a little like, kind of like that body temperature feeling. You know that feeling where like it's as hot outside as your body is warm, so it just feels like you're kind of standing in nothing and there's no wind? That kind of surreal feeling, very serene. Not surreal, serene. But anyways, I can't take credit for this picture. I should have taken pictures when I was out there, but I did not. But instead I used some reference photo off of Adobe Photo Stock or something, and went with that. And unfortunately, disaster kind of struck. At this point, I left. I don't remember where I went. I went somewhere, and I came back, and there were cat paw prints in watercolor all over it. And I kind of freaked out and thought that, okay, maybe there's like some way to salvage it, and I like drenched the paper, and I did my best to wash it out, and it kind of worked for a minute there. It was able to kind of scrub some of it off, but the more I scrubbed and the more I tried to remove just like the blotches of yellow from the sky that were super noticeable, the more I just kind of wore into the painting, and there was just nothing I could do. I think in retrospect I probably could have cleaned it, and I definitely went about it a little bit wrong. But after a while, I got so frustrated with it, I just decided to restart. And that was after maybe like 10 hours of working on it, so that's great. I mean, I should have expected it though, because my cats usually do this type of thing. Like, on several occasions, they've knocked over cups of water. Even if they can get to the water in it, they just knock it over because they feel like it's nice for some reason. I honestly don't know. Like, don't get cats. I love my cats. You probably love your cats too, but I think everybody can agree. Don't get cats. Just don't get pets in general. I mean, I like animals. I've loved the animals I've had, but like, yeah, just don't do them. They get into your shit. They get into it all the time, and it's not fun. I found them drinking like even my paint water before, like my acrylic paint water, which is gross and probably dangerous. I'm not exactly sure. Is it dangerous for cats to drink acrylic paint water? I'm gonna assume a little bit. Is it dangerous for them to drink watercolor water? it's just minerals. So, I mean, like, I'm not sure, honestly. Like, what happens if you ingest a bunch of minerals? It can't all be minerals. There must be some kind of engineered chemicals in these, right? They're pigment. I really don't know. Let me know in the comments section below if it's dangerous for animals to intake watercolor water. I mean, I'm not, like, feeding it to them on purpose or anything, but also, like, sometimes I just can't stop it. Like, I'll turn around for 5 seconds and they're on the counter drinking it. But I don't let them drink it. Anyways, as I mentioned before, I'm leaving for a vacation soon. We're going to Disneyland, which is cool. So, I mean, this was not ideal at all because I need videos out beforehand and I haven't had much time to work on videos. It's literally like days like today where it's 11:41 p.m. and I'm recording audio so that I can render the video hopefully by 1 o'clock and then get it ready to upload. And the next thing I have to do is a podcast, which I don't think anybody's actually available this week to record before I leave. And I leave like Friday night. So instead I'm going to just do a Q&A. So by the time this is out, I have like a few days before it needs to go up. I've already gathered kind of some questions, but the next podcast is just going to be a Q&A. So whatever you feel like asking me about, submit it down in the comment section or on my Instagram or wherever you feel like, really. It doesn't, wherever you want to submit it. I get notifications for everything. I've already got a list of maybe like 10 or 15 of them going. But yeah, leave me questions and I'll gather them from Yahoo or Bing or PlayStation Network or wherever, really, you kooky characters, wherever you post that crap that you guys post, you know. Sorry, I don't mean that. That was very negative. I'm sorry about that. But anyways, overall with this piece, I am very content with how it turned out. And I learned a valuable lesson, which is never, ever, ever leave your watercolor supplies unattended, because cats are evil in some ways. No, they're just dumb animals, but you can't account for everything. I've learned, I just put my watercolor pans up like on a shelf they can't jump on and leave my water like dumped out. Every time I go anywhere, if I'm just standing up to like get a snack or like eat lunch or something, like just every time, if you're gonna check your insulin levels and be afraid the cats might take your stuff, you know, whatever, you gotta readjust your back brace or you need to unscrew the bolts from your neck. Whatever you're doing, you know, just be aware of it. And anyways, I think that's kind of it for this video. Enjoy these nice ASMR sounds for your listening pleasure. My friend James tells me that they're very nice to listen to. People used to like them. So anyways, until next time.